Welcome to Channel Japan. I'm Maki Arai.
And I'm Makiko Tsuda.
Every week we bring you the freshest information out of Japan right here from our studio in Tokyo.
From the economy, culture and even foods, if you want to find out what's happening in Japan right now, this is where you'll find it.
The Project Japan.
First up is Project Japan.
Now, the Japanese summer has become hotter and hotter each year, and today we focus on a company that suggests a pleasant summer in your own garden.
So is it a gardening-related company?
Exactly, yes. And out of the entire home and garden industry in Japan, it's the only listed company on the stock exchange. And the company reached its record sales of $168 million just last year.
So today we feature their attempts to expand the gardening market that is not so familiar here in Japan yet. Take a look.
An artificial bamboo fence that looks real. A garden planter that stands tall. Lighting that is solar rechargeable. These are just some of the products out of the 30,000 that this company deals with.
庭場でのより良い暮らしであったり、安らぎのある空間づくりという部分をお客様にご提供できればと思っております。
A key product for escaping the summer heat is introduced. The president opens his residential garden to the public for an event to promote gardening.
こういう素敵なバラの花も綺麗です。やっぱりそこからの香りをですね、こう楽しむっていう、これも本当にガーデニングの良さだと思いますね。
We will focus on the business strategy of Takasho, a leading company in the gardening industry, in detail. Takasho is located in Kainan City in the northern part of Wakayama Prefecture. Gardening-related products are introduced from here to the world. One of their concepts is the living garden, where various products and plants are combined to create a space where quality time can be spent with nature. One product, said to have been the start of this company, is this bamboo fence.
表はこういう風になって本物のように見えるんですけれども、裏側を見ていただきますと、こういう風にプラスチックでできてるんですね。でもちろんプラスチック自体も耐候性、耐久性に強い屋外用のものを使っておりまして、雨日光に強く長持ちするというのが特徴になっております。
A cast of actual bamboo is taken to manufacture these artificial bamboo fences. Even the joints are reproduced accurately. The market for the artificial bamboo fence has expanded beyond residential use. Because it is water-resistant and low-maintenance, commercial facilities such as hotels have also started to acquire them. It has been a long seller for over 20 years. What is driving its sales? This is the quotation department where projects are estimated. A computerized database of products allows clients to see a complete image of their order before construction. The landscape gardening industry is greatly dependent on the landscaper's skills. However, Takasho has developed a comprehensive system that administers the process from design to delivery and has created a unique structure in the industry.
こちらの商品なんですけれども、実はこれアルミの材料の上にこういう木調のシートをラッピング、貼っつけている商品になるんですね。
The characteristic of this product is its durability. It can also provide privacy, but unlike block walls, it allows wind to pass through. They also have a line of front door gates, LED lit nameplates, carports, and outdoor lighting that make effective use of water and lights. The company deals with 30,000 products. They even have a product like this one.
アクリルをレーザーで切りまして、そちらのアクリルの中に LED を実装していきます。
Here they are making signs for stores. The LED will glow and illuminate a store at night.
光で人の心を彩るというのが我々のコンセプトですので、それに沿ってお客様に感動していただける照明、光をこれからも作っていきたいというふうに思っています。
In the summer, when scorching heat can last for days, it is easy to rely on air conditioners. But according to Takasho, a shade set up in the garden is not only a way to escape the heat, but can be a way to save energy and electricity.
夏の住まいの熱の流入率っていうのが窓からが約 70% あるんですね。
This shade blocks the heat, which is hard to prevent with a curtain or a blind, from entering inside. A camera that can detect temperature distribution shows that the area without the shade is red. The surface temperature has reached close to 50 degrees Celsius, but inside the shade it's approximately 40 degrees, a difference of about 10 degrees Celsius. Not only does the shade block 90% of ultraviolet light, it can also improve the efficiency of using air conditioners. As a result, the shade can help cut back on electricity usage. How do products that cater to the needs of customers come about? A development meeting is being held at the office to discuss how to spread products popular in Europe in Japan. The product being discussed is a tall garden planter with elongated legs. The height of the planter makes it possible for elderly people and those in wheelchairs to enjoy gardening, as there is no need to crouch when working.
この商品を通じて、例えば会話が生まれたりですとか、コミュニケーションができて、さらには、育てる喜び、はたまた野菜の場合ですとね、実がなって収穫して、それを皆さんで料理して食べるっていうそういう楽しみですね。そういうふうにでもつながっていきますんで。
This garden planter makes it possible to grow vegetables on the balcony right away, even if there isn't a field or garden.
自分たちだけ育てて楽しむじゃなくて、道を行く人が見て、あ、この家のなんか菜園楽しそうって見せる菜園っていうのをもっと普及していきたいですよね。
開発でもその単品じゃなくて、それに対する付加価値、ストーリーだったりっていうのを考えて提案していくので。
Takasho is aiming for a business that continues communication with clients, such as giving tips for their gardens even after sales are made. The company is also putting an effort into their lighting business.
LED の球を使っておりますので、消費電力少なく安全安心、そして見て綺麗だな、空間の演出、そういったところが付加価値として追加されますので、非常にお客さんニーズも増えてきてますね。
Lighting can produce night views. And if solar rechargeable lights are used, wiring is not required, and there are no electricity expenses. The reason behind their efforts in the lighting business is...
ガーデニングとなりますと、やはりシーズンが限られて春夏とか限られてくるんですけれども、光になりますと年中通して、家の外の明かりという意味では使っていただくことができますので、そういった意味では市場性としては扱いやすい商材にはなってきますね。
Takasho continues its pursuit to establish another pillar in the company, with a lighting business that has a market throughout all the seasons.
ガーデンっていうのは囲われた楽園ということで、旧約聖書のヘブライ語の中に出てる言葉で、やっぱり考え方は、ヨーロッパのっていうか欧米の考え方です。日本はこの江戸がですね、9割まで庭だったというですね、すごい国で、世界でもダントツ一番の庭文化と、この2つが融合していくと、いい時代作れるかなというのは我々の大きい目標になりますよね。これからクールジャパンに乗っかって、日本の文化は僕ら輸出したいんですよね。
Here, colourful flowers and plants grow everywhere. The company opened Gardeners Japan in April 2012, near its headquarters. It's modelled after a specialty shop in Europe, the home of gardening, and they sell seasonal plants. In May 2013, 350 varieties of roses of British, French and other origin were in full bloom.
今 家建ててすぐなんでちょっと、いろいろこう味がいいかなとか、イングリッシュガーデンとはいかない上でも、こうね、鶴柄とかこう仕立てたいなと思って。
この辺りからはいわゆる量販さんとは違ってインテリア色の強いものですね。お水の管理が楽なんですね。
Products such as pots that absorb water from the bottom and easy to store garden planters can be found at this store specializing in gardening. A complete gardening set can be purchased here. Furthermore, this store provides more than just products to their customers.
植える場所、環境もありますし、そういったものはもうプロが、これがお客様のお宅には向いてますよという形でご案内できると思います。
They provide comprehensive advice to customers by finding out what their favorite flowers or fragrances are and what kind of image they have for their garden.
たまに講師もしてくださって、私は初心者なんでバラの本当にありがた綺麗なとこやしね。上手によう育てないんやけどね、好きだけど下手なんです。ねえ、癒されるもんね、ここに来たらね。
Gardeners Japan has a cafe as well. They want the store to be a garden centre where families can enjoy an entire day of shopping as they select their plants.
滞在型のガーデンセンター、日本にないようなものを作って、全国にもこういったガーデンセンターができればなと思っておりますので、ぜひガーデン業界を盛り上げて、この店舗からいろんなものを発信できるように頑張りたいと思いますので。
Takasho wants to spread the charms of gardening all over Japan. To achieve this, the company has organized an event. This home is hoisting a green flag.
今年ジギタリスが思った以上によく育ってくれて。
This is an event called Open Garden, where the general public open up their homes' gardens for a limited time, to invite others to show their flowers and gardens they have worked on. The flag is a sign that the home is participating in the event.
嘘でも褒めてくれる。私もそれ本気やと思う。向こうはベンチャーが自分本気で受け取るから嬉しいな。
For this particular event, over 30 people have opened their garden to the public.
非常に自分のところの庭の参考になるんですよ。見せていただいたら。土であるとか、もちろんその植栽のやり方もそうですし、
すごい手入れが行き届いてて、バラもすごく元気になってるんで見習いたいと思ってます。
At this home's garden is a green tunnel. Many people are gathered at the end of it. Above, stark white roses in full bloom are covering the entire area. This is the garden of Takaoka, the company's president.
花が咲いて香りがするようなものを入れるとですね、ものすごくこう四季にわたって素敵な暮らし方ができますよね。
4 years ago, Takaoka started to take part privately in the open garden event to share the fun of gardening. He is showing his own garden to the public.
いい匂いね、すっごいいい匂いしてる。
だから個人情報がどうだこうだって言うんですけど、これが一番大事なのは、コミュニケーションですんで。
A social circle is expanding through gardening. Takaoka wants such a gardening culture to take root in Japan.
高齢者の時代になってきまして、だいたい今65歳過ぎで3000万人と言われてます、確かね。そういう人たちの会話がないという夫婦のですね。だから我々はいろいろ多少の口論はありますけどもそれでもあれね、ガーデニング通じてものすごくネタが多くなったということです。
Takasho's hope to expand the circle of gardeners from Wakayama Prefecture to the rest of Japan is steadily coming to fruition.
So gardening has become very popular in Japan in the past couple of years, but do you think it'll become just as popular as it is in Western countries?
Well, in European and American countries, there are many houses with large gardens, whereas in Japan, the ratio of the number of houses and apartments is about the same. And when it comes to urban city centres, about 70% of residents live in apartments. So gardening may be a bit difficult in large gardens.
So if that's the case, wouldn't it be difficult to increase the number of people who enjoy gardening?
That is what many people think, probably. But actually, the balcony space of apartments can be used for gardening as well. And the summer, this summer especially, the energy-saving garden is another style of gardening that's been suggested.
What is an energy-saving garden?
Well, this garden lifestyle includes suggestions such as shade to block direct sunlight to prevent the outside heat from entering through the windows, and also a lattice patterned fence that blocks direct sunlight and also lets allow the breeze and winds come through, and also green roofs and green walls made by plants to prevent sunlight from directly hitting the building.
So these methods seem to be very effective.
Yes, actually they are, because by using them, the room temperature is about 10 degrees Celsius lower than the outside, and shades also cut down the ultraviolet rays that come in from the outside, so it's more gentle on the skin, and plus the efficiency of air conditioners improves, so that leads to conserving electricity, and altogether it's a simple but effective tool in the summer.
Yes. And traditional ideas can also be a simple way to beat the heat too. For example, in Japan, a fruiting or a wind chime is often hung by a window so people can relax in the afternoon breeze. And it creates a cool moment at the end of a hot summer day, doesn't it?
It doesn't necessarily bring down the heat, but it really does make you relax more, doesn't it?
Well, that's it for Project Japan. After the break, we'll be showing you a popular documentary program. Stay tuned.
The view is almost like peering down on the star-filled night sky at your feet. It's the city at night seen from a height of 450 meters. Make unforgettable memories. City lights stretching for as far as the eye can see. Find it at Tokyo Skytree.
Hey, look at this. They're building a huge steel plant with Kobelco technology.
Kobelco? Never heard of it.
It's Japanese. They can make iron with incredible speed. What once took 8 hours can be done in just 10 minutes.
Wow, the Japanese are incredible. The country of karate.
Ha! 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 Karate has nothing to do with it.
True.
The talk of the world. Kobelco.
Changing emissions from copper refineries into fertilizer. That is where Sumitomo Chemical got its start. For 100 years, we've been delivering the power of chemistry around the world. And we will continue to help make the world a better place for the next 100 years and more.
Mitsubishi Electric is helping to change the environment for the better around the world.
Green subway systems in India.
Green air conditioning systems in Singapore.
Echo changes for a greener tomorrow. Mitsubishi Electric.
Sasuke, a new type of sports entertainment program conquering the world.
It's about human achievement and people's passions, and I think that relates to almost everybody.
From Japan to the world, Ninja Warrior, Tokyo Broadcasting System.
You're watching Channel Japan. In our next segment, we'll introduce you to some of our popular documentary programs. Today, it's from Japanese Dream by TBS. Today, we focus on a researcher who developed a technology that allows to process wood into any shape.
Yes, and his name is Kozo Kanayama, who works at one of Japan's largest public research institutes, which is the National Institute of Advanced Industrial Science and Technology, or AIST for short. Now, the AIST researches 6 different kinds of fields of study that support Japan's industry with over 2,000 researchers. And just to show you what kind of fields they are, it's environment and energy, life science and biotechnology, information technology and electronics, and other fields.
So this research institute sounds like the forefront of Japan's technology.
Yes, you could say that. And going back to Kanayama and his studies, usually plastic is made mainly out of petroleum, which is an ingredient that Japan mostly relies on imports, and to be able to create a plastic substitute from something other than petroleum is a promising study that could possibly resolve Japan's issue of energy resources. And Kanayama's research focuses on wood because trees can be grown by the hands of people and is a sustainable material compared to petroleum.
Yes.
And if his research succeeds, wood may become a possible substitute for petroleum-made plastics.
Yes. So we followed Kanayama and his attempts in developing a cutting-edge technology. Take a look.
A solid piece of wood is compressed, and yet it returns to its original shape. And it can be molded into shape and hardened just like plastic. The future of lumber may change because of this man's groundbreaking technology. Industrial products that support our lives are manufactured using malleable materials, mainly metals and plastics. Unfortunately, such resources do not come in infinite supply. The solution may lie in an innovative technology that can shape and mold wood just like metal and plastic. The man attempting to bring about a raw materials revolution is Kozo Kanayama.
資源っていうのは地中深くあるだけじゃないぞと。資源というのは人間の頭の中にこそあるんだと。
A wooden materials specialist tackles the grave issue of natural resources with creativity.
I have a dream.
Kanayama and his team are currently working on a cutting-edge project.
こういう木のかけら、これからプレスでスピーカーのコーンを作ろうとしてます。
He is attempting to create a speaker cone from this small piece of wood. Typically, a speaker cone is made of paper. To create sound by vibration, the cone must be thin and lightweight. Kanayama's secret weapon is one of the world's foremost molding methods. The wooden piece is placed onto the machine, and 20 minutes later, a beautifully shaped speaker cone has formed. Its thickness is a mere 0.3 millimeters. It looks like any other cone. How does it sound? The sound isn't any different from a paper cone. This technique is called flow molding. It allows wood to be processed into a variety of shapes. The lignin, a substance found between wood cells, plays a significant role in this technique. After soaking the wood with an agent, it is compressed while heated, and the lignin softens. The cells separate and move about freely. When more heat is applied, the cells settle down and the wood solidifies in its molded shape. Kaneyama accidentally discovered this phenomenon and developed a technology around it. This is the recording of that moment. The wood is placed in a metal mold and compressed. Then the wood, pliable like clay, seeps into the open space. This was the birth of flow molding technology for wood. This method can be used to turn these wooden pieces into an everyday object. A cup for drinks. Even after compression, it maintains a wooden feel. Also, different types of wood can be molded together. An auspicious grouping of pine, bamboo and plum makes a cup perfect for celebrations. The wood can also be colored by adding pigment. The largest objective behind Kaneyama's wood molding technology is
原油から作っているプラスチックを植えとけば育つ木質材料からそのプラスチックの代わりをしてやろうというのがまずはスタートです。じゃあその次はやっぱり金属材料の代替もというふうに進んでいくと思います。
Wood can be molded and shaped and can be produced on a large scale. There are high hopes for wood to become a substitute for plastics and metals. Not only that, revitalization of the forest industry can be expected, possibly solving yet another grave issue.
望みとすれば、一流よりちょっと遅れたぐらいの、二流のちょっと上の方ぐらいの研究者で、かつ技術的なことがちゃんとできますよっていう、その辺に行ければいいなというのが僕の望みです。
The humble Kaneyama wishes to develop a first-class industrial product using wood. On this day, he visits a manufacturer of building materials in Toyama Prefecture.
今日は三峡立山さんで大型の実験をやります。うちではものすごく小さな実験しかできませんけど。
Up until now, his research was on compression molding. For wood to become a practical material like metal, extrusion molding must work, where the wood can be elongated and shaped. He wants to see if these wooden pieces can be extruded into stick form. While Kaneyama observes, the machine slowly pushes out the wood. However, Kaneyama looks disheartened. But just as he was about to give up, an extruded piece was found inside the mold. A result which hints at the limitless possibilities of processing wood.
硬い。でここまでの十分熱が入った材料だったらこれもすごく強いと思います。
表面のこれだけローになると、傷の問題とかいろんな面でのその良さっていうのが出せますので、建材のところにも大いに転用できるところがたくさんあると思います。
だから我々の言葉でも結構正直言って上滑りしてたかもしれないです。将来こうやりたい、遥か先にそういう光は見えてるんだけど、まだ具体的にどうしていいかわからないな、でもちゃんと先は見とるぞというような説明しかしてなかったんですけど、これでなんかちょっと手前に明かり一つつけてくれたかなというのがあるので、僕は三協さんと宮城さんにすごく感謝してるんですよ。
私も最初聞いた時に
そんなことなって
こんな押し出しなんかできるわけねえなと技術者はあんまり思い込みはダメですね。
Wood may become a substitute for metal and plastic. Kanayama takes another step forward in his pursuit. A younger generation of researchers follow in his footsteps.
将来、実用化されて、いろんな箇所、金属とかプラスチックに変わるようなところに使えれば非常に魅力のある技術ですし、歴史に名を刻むじゃないですけども、木材の新しい加工に携わったということで、頑張っていきたいと思ってます。金山さんの動きを見ながら盗めるところは盗んでいきたいというふうに思っています。よろしくお願いします。はい、
階段一つ作ってそこに木質材料の流動成形という、新しい土俵を一つ作りましたよと。その土俵をもっと広げていってくれて、でその土俵の上にもっともっとまたたくさんの土俵を作っていってくれるっていうのが科学技術の進歩になりますから、やるべきことはたくさん残っていて、まだまだ我々に見えない研究として面白いことがたくさん残っているはずですので、それをみんなで見れるところまで持っていきたいですね。
I can't wait for this technology to reach practical use.
I agree, because wood products currently take a lot of time to make, and once this technology becomes practical, they can be produced in a shorter time.
Yes.
And just to show you how long wooden products usually take to make, we have a picture of an art craft made out of wood. It takes about 4 months to complete.
4 months? Well, using wood as a substitute for plastic and metal is a very unique idea, but has Kanayama always done research in such unique technologies?
Well, actually, no. He used to research metal processing, and one of his findings is actually used widely in Japan. It's in the wheels of large cars, which have some pictures over here. Kanayama's idea reduced wasting raw metals, and before tire wheels were manufactured by punching out round steel slabs, and large amounts of scrap metal would remain, but by using his innovative method, scrap metal was reduced by about 20%. And now about 80% of large-sized wheels that are made in Japan are produced using his method.
So just as he did with the tire wheels, Kanayama's research results could one day bring about a big change in Japan's plastic manufacturing. Well, after the break, we'll be showing you an episode from a popular economics program, Gachiri Monday. Don't go away.
ยังจำได้หรือเปล่านะ เรื่องต่างๆที่เกิดขึ้นตอนวาดรูปนี้ แต่ถ้ารถยนต์ในฝันของฉันมีจริง ฉันคงจะมีความสุขมากเลย
Sou uma pessoa comum. Eu gosto de apreciar todos os momentos do meu dia. Quanto isso pode me motivar? Como eu posso me manter focada? Tudo ao meu redor, incluindo os momentos do meu dia a dia, é o que eu preciso para me concentrar para a minha luta de 90 minutos. Quero dar esperança às pessoas. A better life, a better world.
Panasonic.
How do we build sustainability into our relationship with Mother Earth? That's Kaiteki, Mitsubishi Chemical Holdings.
Trading card games transcend generations as well as borders. Trading card games will unite the world. However, the possibilities do not simply end there. Trading card games combine the different forms of entertainment, and fun will link the world as one. Bushiroad.
Asia, the engine of the global economy. Japan, a regional powerhouse. And now, direct from Japan, economic news with a global impact in Chinese, delivered by Nikkei. Read the future, lead the economy. Nikkei, Japan's leading media for business.
You're watching Channel Japan. We'll show you an episode from a popular Japanese economics program. Today it's from Gachiri Monday by TBS. Today's episode is from one of its popular series where different companies of the same industry are explored to find out their unique methods and strategies. And today we focus on the pipe industry.
The pipe industry. Well, pipes are hollow cylinders that are used to transport liquids and other objects, and it's easy to bundle them all up as the pipe industry, but there are a wide variety of pipes, and, for example, different materials or difference in size will lead to different uses.
Yes, and today we'll be showing 3 companies that manufacture entirely different kinds of pipes.
Yes. And one of those companies, we have some pictures over here, manufactures sturdy pipes made of concrete, which is over there. And these concrete pipes are placed underground to drain and supply water for irrigation and industrial uses, such as for roads and factories and even for golf courses and homes. And one of the features in the video is what happens behind the scenes of concrete pipe manufacturing.
Well, I've seen big concrete pipes out on vacant lots and in pictures, but since they're buried underground, we usually never see them in their working form. And they definitely are important pipes that support our daily lives.
I could definitely say that.
And what else is there?
Well, and the second one, it's kind of familiar, isn't it? We'll also be showing pipes that are often used at home, which you use when you water your garden.
Yes.
And such, vinyl hoses. And having a hose can greatly reduce the time and work needed to carry water from one place to another, so it's a very useful pipe.
But just from the looks of it, it looks like a normal hose.
It does, doesn't it? But actually, this hose applies a certain idea to make it easier to use.
Easier to use. Well, I can't wait to see how it works. And what is the other pipe we will be showing today?
Yes, the last one over here is the core made out of paper.
I often see them in the center of the cellophane tapes and also in the plastic cling wrap.
Yes, that's the one. And in the video, we'll also be seeing the manufacturing process of these paper cores, and part of the process requires the skills of an experienced craftsman.
So the companies all belong to the pipe industry, but each of them produce a unique pipe. Take a look.
Pipes. They're round, they're long, things flow through them, and we see them around us every day. Pipes are used in just about every conceivable fashion. Today, we take a look through the pipe industry and see a variety of pipes. Like this kink-free garden hose, a coveted gardening item. What's the secret behind it?
ストッキングございますよね。
And concrete pipes seen on construction sites.
地球2周以上になるんです。
Then there's this impressive skill.
目では見えないんで、手のこの感覚で覚えないとダメなんです。
We take a look behind the scenes at how different pipes, varying in materials and texture, are made. Our first stop is Nippon Hume Corporation, located in Kumagaya City in Saitama Prefecture. Let's take a look.
あちらがヒューム管です。
あれがヒューム管。
そうです。
Row after row of pipes made of concrete are sitting at the company's large outdoor facility. Wherever you look, there are pipes. The name Hume officially refers to this particular style of concrete pipe. This Hume pipe is 3 meters in diameter. But what are they mainly used for?
下水道に使われます。下水管。はい。
Hume pipes are most commonly used in underground sewerage drains. There are more than 80,000 kilometers of sewerage piping in Japan alone. The amount of underground Hume piping in Japan could stretch more than twice around the Earth. The company is currently at the top of the Hume pipe industry, holding the #1 position in Japan. But why are these pipes made of concrete?
強度を増すためです。強度。はい。下水管はですね、地下深く埋まっていますので、一度壊れてしまうと修復することができません。
Taking them out again once they've gone underground is a difficult task. A Hume pipe that will be used permanently must have robust strength. The secret to that strength is hidden in the manufacturing process. We take a look inside the factory. Suddenly, a machine roars to life and sparks start flying. A huge cylinder made of long steel wires is being welded automatically. Although Hume pipes are made of concrete, the skeleton of the pipe is actually steel. Thanks to this reinforcement, the pipe increases its strength. A structure that looks like a giant wheel is being rotated at high speed. You can see the reinforced steel inside. Concrete is poured over it. The steel skeleton is rotated at high speed. The centrifugal force spreads the freshly poured concrete evenly inside the steel frame. It takes 2 hours to pour the concrete to create a perfectly formed cylindrical shape. The hardened surface of the concrete is polished smooth by a professional. Then the Hume pipe is complete after being steamed for 1 day. This pipe has a diameter of 3 meters and is 2.4 meters in length. It costs $12,000. Right now, the company is making a brand new product which will change Japan's sewerage system.
あれ？開いてる。あれなんか出てきましたよ。何ですかこれは。
A robot has emerged from the Hume pipe.
これは下水道に光ファイバーケーブルを敷設するロボットです。
The movements of the robot are precise and are truly remarkable. First, a robot installs and anchors hooks on the ceiling of the pipes. Next, another robot runs and fixes the fiber optic cable through the hooks. But why are they installing cable in the pipes?
下水管の中に大容量のネットワークを構築することができるからです。
This section is often unused. There has always been space available in the upper part of sewerage pipes. Installing cable up there seemed to be an ideal way to utilize the unused space. Japan's sewerage system spreads across the whole country. It could be used for a variety of communication systems if fiber optic cable were to be laid in it. The robots are installing a fiber optic cable network inside the sewerage system. Currently, this fiber optic network is used to connect water treatment facilities around Japan. Because the cables are underground, it can withstand natural disasters such as typhoons and earthquakes. In the future, the plan is to expand this underground communication system across Japan as a reserve network. Thanks to this sewerage system work, sales have risen to $300 million. Next, we visit Toyox in Kurobe City, Toyama Prefecture. Here they manufacture a different kind of pipe.
Hoses
for gardening and landscaping. Industrial use hoses. And even hoses in vending machines. They make hoses for every purpose. In fact, they have a 70% share of the domestic hose market. Toyox developed this kink-free garden hose 3 years ago. It's called the Toyo Fit. At first glance, they both look like ordinary hoses. On the left is the regular hose. On the right is the kink-free Toyo Fit hose. When we run water through them both, when checking the hoses, the kink-free one is almost completely straight, while the regular hose has kinked halfway, bending and preventing water from flowing. Why doesn't this hose kink?
編み方が非常に特殊な構造になってまして、こうねじれようとする応力がですね、一箇所に集中するんじゃなくて、その均等にこの力が応力が分散するっていう。
In other words, the fibers in a regular hose are latticed. This pattern is commonly used in wire mesh or reinforced glass. Although it's sturdy, it's not very elastic. So when it's twisted, it bends and snaps sharply. However, the fibers in a kink-free hose are woven like mesh seen in stockings or sweaters. The mesh is more elastic and prevents the hose from kinking when twisted. When the two hoses are twisted at the same time, only the kink-free hose keeps its shape, in turn giving good water pressure. Sales last year, including those of the kink-free Toyo Fit hose, topped $76 million. Our final stop is Sankyo Paper Industrial in Ibaraki Prefecture. Here they make pipes out of paper.
これが私ども作っている歯間の一部です。
There are a variety of paper pipes, both big and small, and some familiar shapes.
セロハンテープの一番この内側の部分、はい、紙の部分を歯間と言います。これコロコロの中ですね。はいはいはい。はい、あ、これは薄い歯間ですね。はい。
This company makes paper cores for products like cellophane tape and cling film. Around 600 different types of paper pipes and tubes are made here. But why make a pipe out of thin paper?
紙はですね、非常にコストが安いということ、それから軽い。
Paper is a coveted material because it's light, cheap, and can be recycled. It's also deceptively strong. We were shown the core making process to see how the paper pipe gets its strength. A specific type of paper is used to manufacture paper cores. This paper's fibers are woven in a more complex fashion, making it difficult to tear. They also use a special glue that enables many layers of paper to be pasted together. This helps to harden the paper core. When the glue is dried using a gas burner, the strong adhesive power comes into effect. 6 layers of paper are pasted on top of each other. Each layer is added on a slight angle to create the necessary thickness. There's one last crucial step that needs to be done before the paper core can become a final product. This man has been working here for 34 years.
今何やってるの？これで海苔の特徴を、これは目では見えないんで、手のこの感覚で覚えないとダメなんです。
He checks the glue using his fingers. Too much or not enough means the pipe won't be sturdy enough. Then, just as the paper is about to run out,
ロールは2000メートルぐらいしかないので、次のロールにつながないと機械を止めなきゃいけません。
here it goes. He grabs the end of the finished roll in the nick of time, attaches it to the new roll with tape, and rips the excess off. His timing and coordination are impeccable. Thanks to the keen skill of professionals like him, sales of paper cores at this company is $32 million.
So, as we just saw, pipes are used to drain water, act as cores of cling wraps. They really are utilized in various ways in our daily lives.
Yes, they are. And pipes are even used in things that children play with. And for example, playground equipment such as the jungle gym or the swing, they all use pipes.
Oh, yes. And many instruments that create beautiful music use pipes too.
Yes, exactly. They're wind instruments and they create sound by vibration from the air blown into the resonator. And these are such instruments, the saxophone and the flute. And there's also an instrument that actually has the word pipe in it, the pipe organ.
Pipe organ, which is often played at churches and music halls. The solemn sound it creates is very distinctive. And about how many pipes are used to make a pipe organ?
Yes, well, it depends on the size of the organ, but the world's largest uses over 30,000 pipes.
30,000 pipes, wow.
That's an astonishing number. Yes. But the pipes of these organs are made from wood and metal, and each pipe creates one note. So the larger the organ, the more pipes it has, and the more wide range of notes it has as well.
So that must be the reason pipe organs have a wide range of sounds. Well, these pipes are mainly made of metal, but let's go back to speaking about the pipes shown in the video. There was a pipe made of paper.
And paper pipes aren't just used as cores for cling wrap, but also used to make furniture. Interesting. I have a picture over here. But they're furniture made using paper pipes, so it can be chairs, tables, shelves, and even beds can be made using different sized paper pipes.
Oh, so they can be used as cores to wrap things around them, but the actually paper pipe itself can also be utilized.
Exactly.
By the way, are they better than regular furniture?
Well, they're lighter than regular furniture, so they're easier to move around, and they're obviously very affordable. So and plus it's actually pretty durable too, and they're very popular with people who live alone.
So once the furniture is no longer needed, it can be recycled since it's made of paper, and it's very eco-friendly too.
Exactly, yes. And there's also a Japanese architect whose picture we have over here who has drawn much attention, called Shigeru Ban. And what he's done is he successfully created many structures using paper pipes. And he's also provided temporary housing built from paper pipes to people around the world who lost their homes due to natural disasters. And temporary housing made from paper pipes can be built at a low cost in a very short time, so his work has received acclaim from around the world.
So it's a brilliant idea to focus on the lightweight but durable paper pipes. Well, pipes are made from different kinds of materials and have many purposes, and with a touch of creativity, more pipes may be introduced to make our lives more comfortable and convenient. Well, that's it for this edition of Channel Japan. We have much more for you next week, so make sure you tune in.
Traditional,
Consistent.
precise,
Speedy.
professional, innovative,
Polite. Quality from Japan. The best of business in Asia. SMBC, Sumitomo Mitsui Banking Corporation.
Mitsui and Company.
My parents work at a really great company, which makes cool computers and LCD TVs. Not only that, they build elevators for skyscrapers and zooming fast bullet trains. My mom designs the company's CT scan systems, which spot diseases. My dad develops power generation systems so people will have plenty of electricity. The company where my parents work is Toshiba.
Has anybody finished doing their pictures?
I have.
All around the world, Toshiba technology is hard at work, bringing smarter, faster, more sustainable development to life.
When I grow up, I want to work for people.
For a growing future, Toshiba.
Channel Japan. Your source for the voices and views of people and businesses across Japan. The latest reports on Japanese companies, culture, and technology. Find out what's happening on the ground. Every week, direct from Tokyo, Channel Japan.